Young Vietnamese businessman Kevin Tung Nguyen, founder and CEO of JobHop Asia, is telling the world that nothing is impossible. At the age of 15, he was a stammerer, let alone speak English fluently. Studying French, he decided to turn into English. Kevin, whose Vietnamese name is Tung, could not utter a simple sentence while communicating with friends at school. Getting a scholarship in the US, the Da Nang native studied economics and finance at Arizona State University and another economic course, where he met local friends and communicated with them in English. His language skill gradually improved. From a self-deprecating and timid person, Kevin has confidently integrated into the world, and now he is among successful young Vietnamese businessmen.
Even though I studied French growing up because of my parents and my second language of my grandpa, but somehow I always have dreams. Even one day I might just like running around at my dad's hospital or labs to see his work, to see how he saved life. So I urged myself when I was in high school, I taught myself English.
This 30-year-old enthusiastic and friendly tech entrepreneur is running a business in Ho Chi Minh City that employs more than 80 people. The number couldn't reach to 100 shortly, since Kevin planned to expand his recruitment service using artificial intelligence to several countries in Asia. This 5-story villa in the city, packed with aspiration, enthusiasm, and laughter of his dynamic employees, who are at around their 20s. It's amazing to see a 4-year-old staff operating such a well-equipped facility. Of course, with knowledge and what he did with friends in the US, Kevin is confident he could bring up his business better. In the United States, he was a member of eye care benefits that earned a turnover of $100 million in the 4 years of operation in 5 countries. This young man with a smiling face was also co-founder of Keyshock Software Development in the country that employed more than 200 engineers scientists.
My other few friends that I hang out a lot back then was pursuing the PhD in computer science, and one of them was like mathematics champions in our department. So I just hang out with them, and somehow they have amazing idea that I also thought it was pretty cool, right? And I just like, Kevin was the guy who probably know how to do basic stuff like building an HTML5 website to go bring this product to market. So yeah, it was the first venture. After that, we tried to sell textbook online.
He did not limit himself to those projects. He managed the portfolio at Merrill Lynch, running Lana Project, co-founded several startups in the country, including Textbook UX, Affordable Luxuries, Color Capture, Account Executive at Retech, Custom Software Development.
In the US, of course, there's a lot of big opportunity, but would solving problem for the community in the US would be as meaningful and would be exciting for me. I chose otherwise. And because of that, thankfully, of course, the first year of any venture was testing the market, finding the market and product fit, the idea and the team fit, right? We failed, right? We didn't really solve the problem that we initially set out to solve.
In Vietnam, he co-founded Ivy Leash, a social enterprise that has supported artisans and orphanage in Vietnam, raising a total turnover of over $350,000.
When I came back here at first, right, my 2 mentors, they were actively involved with the social entrepreneurship and investing in operations that aim to impact the life of the underprivileged. And with me, my background was in technology as I grown up, and now as well of like a little bit blend of finance and marketing and business development here and there. I was really inspired to be a part of their journey.
In 2016, the Vietnamese youngster, who is among 4 Vietnamese named on Forbes list of 30 Under 30 Asia 2019, officially returned to Vietnam and founded JobHop Asia.
So life happened when you make all the plans. I didn't really plan to really move back to Vietnam for good, since all my family is in California. But as I kind of wrap up on another chapter of my last venture in the US, and a big part of it was because of my mentor, who really tried to help me a lot with my last venture. So when I asked them on my next move, they really think that going back to Vietnam and help them with their social enterprise would be a very interesting opportunity for me.
Seeing Grab, Traveloka, KKday, several other tech firms are doing a very good job in Vietnam. As a Vietnamese, he determined to have a tech firm built by himself. Tung wants to do something meaningful for his motherland by creating a good working environment for the country's human resources.
I'm passionate in people. I have a strength in technology. At the same time, I also really think that the whole process of finding a job here is really broken. But how can I find that blend of market opportunity, the timing, the technology that I am able to solve this huge problem and happen all at once? And I realized that, okay, well, blue collar factory workers, there will be eventually they would get online and behave and embrace technology faster. But as if in 2016, at that time, to apply especially deep technology to solve this problem at scale will be really hard.
He sees the potential of solving the recruitment problem in Southeast Asia and Vietnam, where the rate of job went up to 30%. Tung decided to leave the US for Vietnam. In order to realize that project, he invited Google experts and Vietnamese experts of artificial intelligence for technology advice to build JobHop Asia. 4 years have gone, and Tung has never regretted returning to Vietnam to run a business. He started a business that wants to make job hunting in Southeast Asia easier with an automated job recruitment platform, has raised the $2.45 million series, bringing JobHop in total raised capital to over $3 million.
When people talk about fundraising as a milestone to celebrate, for us, it's just a beginning. When you say like we raise so much, right? Compared to what? Compared to our competitors, we raise too little. And if you look into all the competitors that have quite similar model to us on the market, they raise probably 5-6 times more than us. However, why a lot of people say, Kevin, you have a long list of investors everywhere that asking them to throw money at you. And honestly, when we were raising funding in Korea or in Seoul or in Tokyo, there's people just meet with me for half an hour. It's like, Kevin, what's your number? What's your bank account number? I mean, you only raise a couple millions. Like that's too little. Can I come in like 10 times more, right? Wow. And help you move things faster? But capital, throwing money into all this problem is not the solution. I never thought it was a solution.
In the next 3 years, JobHop aims to be among the top recruitment businesses for Vietnam, Thailand, and the Philippines market. Last year, JobHop successfully connected over 1,000 businesses of various sizes and 1.4 million talent profiles, with almost 1 million offers accepted or hired via the platform.
Via our Bunny platform, you're able to increase the productivity by thousands of times in the magnitude of human being eventually able to serve the focus in what really matters, the experience of candidate itself.
In 2020, coronavirus did affect his business. He expects the platform could connect 3,000 businesses, 2 million talent jobs, with his said wildly success. Next year, JobHop is expected to triple the number of connected businesses in 2020 to 9,000 and 5 million job turnover.
12 millions of profile online. However, over 3 years, we're able to analyze a little bit more than 10% of that as unique profile, meaning that if you have a profile on LinkedIn, you have a profile on Vietnamworks or on Career Builders or on all the platforms you're looking for job, and your resume is like 70% similar to each other, Money can able to tell that you are one person. And what is the goal? The goal here is that we can locate the profile with your contact information, especially your working emails and phone number, so that business, right? On our database, recently we just launched like a COVID-19 mini surviving Corona campaign as we just closed a funding round, and we want to give back and support companies that still able to have budget to hire so that they can recruit and hire without technology for free, pretty much.
Recruitment has led to world wars, it has led to economic depression, and the one thing you will see over the course of generation after generation is that businesses thrive or fail all because of its people. Our desire to make work more meaningful, to connect with one another as a way to move up the career ladder. That is never going to go away, Kevin said in a statement to local media.